Hello, and welcome back to Sector 8. It is time to puzzle again, and be puzzled by a bepuzzling puzzle game. If you could say that bepuzzling is a word, that is. I submit bepuzzling to the dictionary today. Make it a word. So it seems we have an automatic puzzle, or rather, a puzzle that we cannot interact with. There's a hole up there. So let's see where the hole goes. Surely the hole goes somewhere we can use it. Like right there. But what's in there? We must figure it out. So first we have to get a ball up there, and then get it in there somehow. Thanks for making it easy on me, video games. So, how would we do that? I think that, first we get a magnet over there. What's the white? I think the white is the ball. Then we get the ball. There. And then blue over there. So we magnetize the ball over there, and then it bounces into that. Or not. It could also not do that. Well, isn't this a pickle? A pickling conundrum, you could say. What happens when we put that over there, however? Does that do differently? It does do differently, but not what we want it to do. What does the black do? That's one of those laser cubes. That's not gonna do anything good. Neither is that, or that. If only we could get the ball to be on the opposite wall of that. Or rather, just that to be on the opposite wall of that. Because then we could just pull the ball in. There's nothing up there, but somehow there it is, 2 collectibles somewhere in this facility. Seems that activating that does something over there. And then, who knows what after that. And then we don't know why there's a laser. Perhaps down there there's a laser thing. But how do we make the ball blue? And then how do we get it into there? I feel like it has to do something with, like, something with the magnet. Not that, obviously. Not that either. It can't lose its momentum. I'm thinking about maybe blocking it, like getting it on that side and then blocking it, but I'm not sure what that would do, how that would help. It's funny, you can make the foot foley sounds go a lot faster just by tapping. So that's neat. I think I'm feeling like a slightly under the weather today. So don't worry about me and my feelings as a human. It might have been the right idea to put the ball over here. That's not what that's not what I wanted. Ball, go. But not Not like that. It's not possible to get a 3 thing on there. That's not possible. I can't do it. It's not possible. I can't do it. Ah! For those of you who get that reference, that's another thumbs up. The only real idea I have is to, like, bounce it and then turn the whole thing while it's bouncing, but I don't know what that would do. So let's try it. Why not? That's what science is all about. Oh, wait a minute, this might actually do something. Just make it chase that thing all the way around the room. Until— oh! Wacko science does it again. So we need that to be on the floor. So— oh, wait a minute. That doesn't move! What was I thinking? You can just do that. And then we just need that block to be like over there or something. Where can we put that block to make it a— maybe we don't need to put the actual block over there, but rather put a pushy thing right there. Put a red pushy thing right there, so then the ball can just— oh, that's not— it corrected itself. But it's like the ball can just— oh, that's not what I wanted either. But the ball can just put itself on the red thing and then put it on there, and that lines up with that. I just figured it out. Figured out everything in life. Fake video games can teach you real life. That's why it's called Half-Life, because it teaches you how to live half your life. And then you just magnet it in. Magneto. It's about as neato as Magneto. Now what? Now what are you giving me? Now we have to get a laser, apparently that laser, into there. That should be fairly straightforward. I mean, look at this. Look at it. I've already solved it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at the solving I did already in my brain mind head. The head brain mind that I have. Oh wait. That's not orientated correctly. Well, pew. What do we do with this pew we have? If only there was a different kind of magnet that could repel instead of suck in. Because then we could, I don't know, do something with that. Because right now I'm thinking, what if we had a repeller, like we could put the block there, repel it that way onto there. But that wouldn't work in this scenario. And if you put the thing on there, it'll just face upward. So we don't want that either. Seems that the only way to orientate it correctly is by putting it not there, but like there. You could also rotate it. There's another way to do a thing, another thing to do on the way. You have to keep it at least at some height, some sort of height. Oh, that opened too. We can now get something through there and up there. And then once that's done, you just magnet it over there or something like that. And it looks like they were planning to have like a third thing in over there, but they failed. They failed to put a puzzle over there. But anyway, I think that this has to go here, and then it gets pulled over there. And then we can do something with that. Some sort of thing, you could say. Oh. If you do that, then it can rotate whilst remaining in its original position. Kind of. But then how do you get it off of the blank wall after that? That is the issue. Just don't get it on the blank wall. Don't get it on there. Well, that didn't work. Would there be any way to rotate the ground? It doesn't seem so. But you know, not everything is as it seems to be. Oh, no. I thought of something, but then it would not work. In my brain mind, at least. The brain that I have in my mind. Let's see what happens when we put it up there. And then down there. That might do something. That might actually do something. Something good, even. Nope. Too slow. It always goes one block underneath. So that's no good, as the hedgehog would say, the Sonic Hog. That does not even go anywhere close to that thing. We have Spinny and we have Ball still. I feel like we need to get the magnet on that wall so that this can work. So that this can all work out in the end. And then the red on there. So let's just put the red on there as a reminder of where it has to be. Where it absolutely has to be. No way we could just use the ball like that. If only we could get the magnet over here. Over there on that wall. Because then it would be easy. It would be like a normal puzzle in difficulty. But it's not a normal puzzle. It's a difficulty puzzle. This whole video might just be this one puzzle at this point. If only that could rotate also. And if only this thing just came out wherever I wanted it to be rotated. Stinking thing. Here's another idea. That's not it. I'm thinking with my brain, I think. At least I hope I'm thinking with my brain and not anything else. Anything weird that I could be thinking with. That might be it. That just might be it. Right there. Yeah! Ta-da! I figured it out. I did. Not you, I did. You probably figured it out a year before I did, didn't you? But now the question is, how would you even get it into that hole after all of this work? I have an idea. Get off there. Get on there. No! You fool! There you go. Gonna get at least 2 collectibles today. Then you just have to do a little rotatey thing, which I will demonstrate for you noobish people. Rotate it there, and then... Oh. Looks like I was the noob after all. Because I want to get it over there. Over there. What would... Can't reach anything from even this point. But it's out now. It is out now. So, I can rotate it to there, and then that'll give me, it being pulled over there will give me like a little bit of time to run over here, and that might be all the time I need, all the time in the world. Just get it as far as possible. Ta-da! That's 2 secrets. 2 secret things we've gotten today. I'm thinking I might actually get the secrets, because they might be important to get. They might require me to get them for access to different things. That whole thing took 18 minutes, didn't it? 18 minutes of just pure puzzle solving. If that's what you could call it, solving the puzzle and not failing at the puzzle until the last minute. That thing's on, and that thing is not on. So therefore, you could say it is off. Oh, we have a wall. Like Washington, Walla Walla, Washington. That's such a funny name for a place, isn't it? 45 points. Yeah, the puzzles aren't gonna cut it on their own. We're gonna have to get collectibles. That one has 3 collectibles, so I'm not going to go for that one yet. I'm going for this one. The second last test. It has 1 collectible, but it looks like it's very complicated. Where is my collectible at? Where is it? You can't hide it forever. It seems to be nowhere, but also just right there. So that thing. There is no magnet on that wall, so that's an issue. So how do get there? That's how we get it there. This is like the easiest one yet. Cause yeah, magnet. Wait, no, ball. No magnet. This is not the easiest one yet. So we have two different lasers that we have to get both of them into those somehow, probably at different points. Hopefully at different points. So we also have to get a ball or something colored that, and then roll it into there. But there's that thing, that gap that disallows that. Disallows it. Disallows. So, how? That is the question. And then there's a different colored thing there. Let me jump. Let me jump up. That's differently colored from that. So, I'm guessing we have to start with a laser. And then there's also that. So there's a lot of elements here. Elements. I'm being cut in half with my legs that don't exist. So get something onto there somehow, and then get it pushed up. That's my idea, at least. It feels like I'm wearing boots with how heavy my footsteps sound. Clomp, clomp, clomp. But, two lasers. How to get the two laser up? There's always the make it land and then put a blue behind it. I feel like that might work over here. Nope. Just too far. However, if we do that, then we can do that. And then put it over there. Haha. That's where we actually wanted you to go. Apparently we needed that to be closer. So now we can use the blue on like there, and then throw the ball at it. Here is my ball. Oh. But then you need like yellow there or something to make it go up. Now if only you could rotate it. Almost, almost. We're getting there. We're getting there. Physics puzzles. Stinking physics puzzles. We got the red. Yay. What did that do? What on earth did that do? Did that do? Oh, that's one correct. That's just one half of the puzzle, don't you know? You must get the other half now. But first things first, how would we get the cube thing correctly orientated to shoot into there? It seems like you would just put it up there and then a blue under it and then shoot it over there. But first of all, we need to get a cube or ball rolling into there so that we can get that secret thing. Just secret things. And it seems the only way to actually do that is from here. But then how do you get it rolling? That's the issue. That's the issue. And that's just gonna open that door, which is useless to me. It's completely useless to me. Opening doors. Pshaw. Here's an idea. If we do that, then it might roll. Yeah. And then when it rolls, we can jump onto it. Don't roll that way, though. Roll the other way. This is gonna take a while because it's physics. It's physics dependent. Come on, ball. You can roll. You can roll on. Nope. What if we start the ball there and then get it rolling? Would it roll faster? No. It would not roll faster. You can do it, ball. You can get over there. I believe in you even though nobody else in the entire planet does. Get over there! Here's an idea. No, I need the block up here. So that I can activate it. But there's a cube. There is a cube. There is a cube we can use. So that will stop the ball's progress so that it can't go back further than it already has. Ta-da. Now ball just go that way. Yeah! Collectible is as good as mine. In fact, it is mine. Ta-da. And now we get rid of that and put it in its place so that we don't use it accidentally. 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 And throw! But that's too far. We don't want it that far. So we... We want it exactly on there. Will that get you exactly on there? No, it won't! So, what's the actual trajectory? It goes way over. Way over. Way. Way. Way, dude. So. I'm gonna push this thing onto a red one, wherever the red is. And then have that be as high as the cube will be when it gets flingity-flunged. So that it runs into it. Nope. It almost worked, but no, it did not work. So now we just put it there instead. That almost kinda works. Kind of almost. But die! And then you can go there. And now you run into it. Run into it now. Sir. If that's what you are. If you're a sir. Oh, well that got it up here. If only there was a collectible up here that I could get with that. If only it were orientated correctly from literally any other position. Now I'm thinking this line of questioning might be just the wrong one entirely. And that just getting the blue up there might be good enough. And then we need a way to stop it. So get rid of that and put blue there, and then that there. And that might stop it. See what I mean? It might run into that and stop it. Yeah! Kind of, yeah. That's kind of woohoo. But we might need a little more to stop it. Or Or, yes, that's what I needed. That is exactly what I needed. Because it stops it a little bit more each time. Ta-da! And now the real puzzle begins. How do we get the ball onto there? And in that exact position. It should be easy enough, I feel like. Ball there. Blue thing. There. And then it'll bounce over the gap. Ta-da! Just watch as I am correct. See, I was correct. So now, we just get the ball rolling all the way into there without fail. Because you know we won't fail at all during this whole operation. Oh no, we failed at all in the whole operation. How can we get that out of there? Or rather, how can we keep that from falling into there in the first place? That's what we really need, is something to stop it from falling into there. We might need the Q.U.B.E. You know, the name of the game, the Q.U.B.E. Let's see if the cube will work. Meanwhile, not pushing that one at all, because we need that there. Yellow. Mellow yellow. So now that'll stop it from moving on. But that isn't necessarily what we need to just stop it altogether. We need to get it to have tons of momentum so that it can go in to there. But how is that possible? It's not possible, game. How is it possible? We have blue. I don't think there's a way to push the ball once it's over there. Unless you can somehow drop a cube onto it. Let's reset and see something. See whatever we can. So now I'm thinking the green can be behind it, but why would we want the green behind it? It's worth giving a try at least, even if we don't know why. Well, there's another way to get it in there. Oh? Oh! That was cool. That was... okay. That might actually do something. Push that back down and then... Go on, go on. Get out of here. Get out of here. You can go that way now. Yeah! Physics. Sometimes they're in your favor. That's one puzzle solved. We solved 2 whole puzzles today. Isn't that great? We solved an entire 2 puzzles. Out of like 80 more we have left. We still don't have enough points to activate the third monitor, and yet there's a fourth monitor. So we're gonna need, like, all the points from now on and from past on. The last puzzle before the Super Omega Super puzzle, and then also collecting all the other cubes. We have 4 out of 26 cubes. We're nowhere near done. Bold of you to show me the end right at the beginning. Ah! I did not want to be down here with all of the dreglings. There is an X there. It seems to be a ball puzzle. A puzzle of the ball. Somehow get the ball up there at some point to collect that for us. Because it seems like only the ball can collect those. And collect that. And then what else is there for the ball to collect? That's a ball chamber. Is there a human chamber for a human to collect things? No, there's just another ball thing in there. So 3 ball things to collect for the ball. And then for some reason you can move that. I guess so you can go throughout the chamber with the ball or something. You know where I want you to turn. You can turn that way. Why don't you turn that way on your own? I knew you could do it, ball. Ball. So we have what? Checkpoint. Checkpoint noise. We have this, and we can put it there and that there. Well, what did that do for us? What did that do? Because we need to do something. We need to do something, that's what. Push that over there so that when he comes this way, he will get confused and go that way again. Yes. Mwahaha. And then we can, once he gets confused by that. No, that's too fast. We can't do that. We need another cube or something. Because the idea is to put that there and then make him go into there. But we also have those. So if we could get him to turn or something. Let's see what happens when we get him to turn there. What we can do with that. We can get him in a loop around there. And then we can put a cube over there somehow and get him in there. Or something. That's gonna be an or something for me, dog. That's an American Idol joke for you people with brains who understand things. That one's gonna be more confusing, and I bet that that one will be the most confusing. There's a yellow staircase that we can use somehow in some configuration. Some confounded configuration. Right now I'm not thinking, I'm stinking. So you get into that end. Nope. There are so many actions that you would have to do to make that work. Wait a minute. If we get him onto there, then it'll turn that way. Oh, nope. Almost. I almost did it. Yeah. Now he gets it. Now I gets it. So now the solution is to get him launched over there. And then killed, probably. Or what if we get him over there? Nope. Just turns and goes back down the stairs. You can make a jump, can't you? Just not that far. So he can jump, but not far. So what good does that do us? We need to get him up high somewhere, or something. We need to get him somewhere. Somehow. I think, okay. I figured out something. That'll get him across that 2-block gap, it seems. But... how do we get him to just stay there? Because that's what we really need right now, is just him to stay there. I think I'll try to push him up as fast as possible onto here. Nope. Yeah, that can do something. That might be able to do something for us instead of against us. Stupid controls. Getting in my way again. Pull up, please. Yes, now he's trapped up there. But what can we do with him now that he's trapped up there? Hopefully we can push the block just over him or something. We can put the yellow staircase down. No. Video games! You fool! If only he could walk up here. Who are you? Who's your leader? Tell me now. And then that cube can do something, or somewhat something somewhere. That should be the name of a book. Somewhat something somewhere. It would be a very confusing title. Nope. Can't do that. Oh, why? Why do you do this to me? If only we could trap him there. I think we can. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, that didn't work for long. You saw what I was trying to do there, didn't you? Didn't you see it? Did you not see it? This is a horrible ball. That's what they should call it, horrible ball. Why must you be a ball that is constantly moving? Just stop moving for 2 minutes. Let me delete you. If I can get it to bounce while I'm resetting where the cube thing is, then I might have enough time to do something with it. If it'll allow me. You fool! It was literally almost there. Yes! Why? The gap does not work. Today I am the fool. Maybe this fan is just meant to get me back up here, and it doesn't actually have any puzzle solving solutions in it. There's a fly in here, or a gnat or something, in my room, my actual real life room. So you get it over there and then you build a bridge to get it over there and then lead it through there. But you also have to get it in here so that it can get the cube up there. But how would you get it up there? First we need to figure out how to get it over here. We need to build like a bridge or something. And we don't have that many supplies. We only have the supplies they've given us, which is not many. It's like the very basic supplies of the game. And then they're like, build Van Gogh with these basic supplies, sir. And then you're like, what? Build Van Gogh? Surely you must be mistaken. So get it up there. That is the goal. But I have no clue. My brain is gone. That was the only clue I had, and it took it away from me. Maybe if we just get it enclosed into here, something will come to us. But then it's like, how do you get it enclosed into there? Why do you work the way that you do? Everything about the way that you are is a hatred thing. These controls still stink, even this far into the game. Finally! Now there, and boom, 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 boom! Yes, you are trapped forever. But we don't want it trapped forever, we want it to get over there. How do you get it moving over there and not trapped. I am not sure. I am uncertain. Let's just see if pushing it up with the yellow stairs would work, would do anything. It probably won't, but can't hurt to try. Nope. Nothing. But now it's trapped in that corner. We could get it trapped up there, I guess. For some reason. Just see what we can do. See how badly we can mess up this ball. Now it's trapped like permanently right there. Until we can do something with it. E O A E A O. I can do it too. You're not that special. If only we could get it to go that way and then down there. Because it takes baby steps down different objects. It seems to. If we did get it up here, then it would just get stuck in this loop again. So we really need to just figure out something to get it over there. And I am not above looking it up. I might have to look up this whole puzzle. Especially when it's making noises like that. We clearly have to get it on there for some reason. But then move it that way. But what is the reason? Perhaps we can get it up on top of that. Oh, almost. And then that way we can also get it down there. And into there. Ta-da! But we actually need the yellow up there. So that it can get over there. I have figured something out. My brain is not useless after all. Now just trap it over here. We got it somewhere different. So now... we need to staircase it down in such a way that it can get up there. We have to be very careful about this, because it could go very poorly. Very, very poorly. Like, it could easily get pushed off of there. So, whoa, wait. We can now shove you towards that instead. Aha! And that's 2 out of 3 for that chamber. Thank goodness. It's almost done. I feel like now that we figured that out, it's almost done. Just get that flung over there or something. And then... how do we get you over there? That's the new issue. That's the new comic book issue. Perhaps get it trapped on that side first. Or something. We could get it fully trapped on that side. Hello? There. Not yet. So now it's fully trapped over there, and we can put it wherever we want to. No. That one. And then... if we could get the cube to be right there, but then it would give it some freedom to escape. We don't need that right there anymore. 'Cause it's in an endless loop. A helpless, endless loop of fools. In fact, it can go all the way over there. While it's in its foolish loop. Now, how far did it go last time? It was 2... it fell from 3 up. And it went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. So, let's make it go there. And then... just time it correctly. Yeah! Now we're in this area. And we have whole new issues to deal with. This issue should be easy to solve. This bridge. But now the issue is like, how do we get it on the bridge? Like that. That's how we do it. And now how do we get it? Oh. That's gonna have to be the other way. You can reset now. You have permission to be alive again. Well, if you reset it, it just goes that way. So... thanks for making your puzzle at least 2% obsolete. We're gonna solve this today. We're solving it right now. That go there, so that it can actually come over here. And then we need to push into there. Why? Why do you do this to me? Where are you going? Is it not tall enough for you? What? That's literally just the natural geometry right there. Why? Why? I feel like the game is just not working right there. That's just the game not working at all. You can go up. Come on, go up. Why? The game has decided to stop working. That is a clear ramp for you to go up, sir. Let's see if... no, I don't want to try quitting again, because then we might have to do the whole puzzle over. Just like last time we tried that. I tried that. Me. But it does look like we'll have to reset at least. What if they only let us get this far just to be like, haha, you weren't supposed to do that at all. You're supposed to go the other way. Come on, get up here. What's your issue, man? This puzzle might actually just be bugged. What? Because what is up with that? That is not supposed to be a puzzle element right there. That's just supposed to be a thing where it goes up, and then that's it. I'm gonna try to see if somehow upping the graphics does anything. It's gonna destroy the frame rate, but hey, it might do something. Ah! We're in like 2 frame per second mode now. The frames, they do nothing. I have VSync on, but that shouldn't be doing anything as far as this. I'm gonna look this up. And I'm gonna, because it's like an hour already, I'm gonna do it off screen. And if I find the solution, then I'll just come back and do what we've done so far up to this point. Because this is ridiculous, isn't it? This is stupid. This is this is terribly dumb. Anyway, maybe next time the game won't bug out on us. Bug out on us. That's how you say that. Not how I said it before. The second way. That's how you say it.